The Master Blueprint: 9 Strategies to Make Her Fall for You. How do you make a woman fall in love with you? This is the ultimate question that men ask every single day. Whether you are trying to attract someone new, reignite the spark with your wife, or even win back an ex-girlfriend, the psychology remains the same. Many men believe that love is a matter of luck or magic, but the truth is that attraction follows specific, predictable laws. If you understand these laws, you can control the dynamic of any relationship. Today, we are going to dive deep into 9 essential strategies that will shift your value in her eyes and make her truly focus on you. Strategy 1: the critical 7-second window. The foundation of attraction begins long before you even open your mouth to say hello. You have likely heard the phrase, "You never get a second chance to make a first impression," and in the world of dating, this is absolute law. Human psychology is hardwired to make snap judgments. When you first enter a woman's field of vision, her subconscious mind makes a decision about you, yes or no, within the first 7 seconds. In that tiny window of time, her brain is evaluating your appearance to decide if you are a potential match. You do not need to be a millionaire or have high-end luxury items to pass this test. However, you must look like a man who respects himself. Ask yourself a hard question. If you were a woman, would you want to date the man you see in the mirror right now? Women love with their eyes just as much as men do, even if society tells you otherwise. To win those first 7 seconds, you need an alert, neat, and stylish image. Pay attention to the details that most men overlook: an updated haircut, clean skin, healthy-looking teeth, and well-groomed hands. Even your shoes need to be clean. These small details are indicators of your overall discipline and value. Strategy 2: the power of the visual reset. If you are already in a relationship and things have become stagnant, or if you are trying to reconnect with a woman from your past, you cannot simply keep doing what you've been doing. You need to change the slide. The slide is the static mental image she currently has of you in her head. If that image is associated with boredom or past conflict, you must replace it with a new one. A radical change in your physical appearance is the fastest way to force her brain to reset its perception of you. If you've been wearing the same style for years, go out and buy a completely different wardrobe. Change your haircut significantly. Find a new, high-quality cologne. When she sees you looking like a different version of yourself, her brain is forced to stop using the old file it has on you. It's like closing a door that was stuck and walking back through as a stranger. This visual reset creates a fresh opportunity for her to fall in love with the new man you've become. Strategy 3: deconstructing the convenient man. One of the most frequent mistakes men make, especially nice guys, is trying to be too helpful, too polite, and too convenient. You think that by being service-oriented and always available, you will win her heart. In reality, you are doing the opposite. Being too convenient does not trigger attraction. It triggers a sense of utility. You become a tool, not a prize. To trigger real attraction, you must step away from being the serviceable guy and embrace a bit of daring, ego, and even a hint of bad boy energy. Women are drawn to this because it signals strength and independence. A bad boy isn't necessarily a criminal. He is simply a man who puts his own needs and opinions first. He is someone who isn't afraid to say no or to disagree. When you stop being convenient and start being assertive, you signal to her subconscious that you are a man of high value who cannot be easily controlled. Strategy 4: taking absolute initiative. In the modern world, there's a lot of confusion about who should lead. Many men wait for the woman to take the initiative because they are afraid of being overbearing. This is a mistake. In the early stages of attraction, you must be the decider. Women are naturally attracted to men who can take command of a situation. Instead of asking her, "Where do you want to eat?" or "What do you want to do?" which puts the burden of decision on her, you should use personal initiative. State your intentions clearly. Say, I'm in the mood for pizza, let's go, or I've decided we're going to that movie tonight. This places you in a dominant, high-value position. When you lead without asking for permission, you are viewed as a strong, confident man. This position from above is far more attractive than a man who constantly checks for her approval before making a move. Strategy 5. The art of emotional non-involvement. There's a classic rule in human psychology: the less we pursue a person, the more they tend to be drawn to us. If you catch her every word, react to every mood swing, and get overly emotional about the relationship, you are signaling dependency, and dependency is the opposite of strength. Think about the dynamic we often see: a beautiful woman will ignore 10 nice guys who are ready to give her the world, only to chase after one jerk who doesn't seem to care about her at all. Why? Because that man is emotionally non-involved. By maintaining a level of emotional coldness, you create a vacuum that her mind will try to fill. She will start to wonder why you aren't chasing her, and she will begin to do the work of falling in love in her own mind. When you aren't emotionally over-invested, you perceive her as a challenge, and humans are hardwired to value what they have to work for. Strategy 6. The law of social demand. You must be a man who is popular and in demand. This is the concept of social proof. Women are instinctively drawn to the man that other people want. If you appear to have no friends, no social life, and your phone never rings, your value in her eyes will plummet. She doesn't want the man that nobody wants. If she sees that you are respected at work, that you have a busy social circle, and that other women find you interesting, she will instinctively look for the qualities that everyone else sees in you. Even if she wasn't sure about you at first, the fact that you are in demand will make her want to claim you for herself. Never make her the center of your entire social universe. Remain a man of the world, with connections and interests that exist entirely outside of her. Strategy 7. Mission before relationship. A man must have a mission, a goal that is more important to him than any woman. This could be building a business, reaching a fitness milestone, or pursuing a major professional achievement. When you are focused on your purpose, you naturally avoid the trap of becoming stuck or dependent on a relationship. Women are attracted to purpose-driven men because they represent stability, resources, and courage. If you do not have a goal in your life, the woman will eventually become your goal. She will realize she has your undivided attention, and she will begin to feel smothered or lose respect for you. Eventually, she will start to control the relationship, leading to a neurotic and unbalanced dynamic that will fail. By prioritizing your mission, you remain a grounded, high-value individual who is an asset to her life, not a burden. Strategy 8. The information gap. Every woman has what we call a narcissistic seed, a natural desire to be heard and to talk about herself. You can use this to your advantage to build deep attraction. Instead of bragging about your own life, ask her leading questions. Let her talk about her dreams, her opinions, and her day. While she is talking, keep information about yourself brief and to the point. This creates an information underfeeding. By giving her only small pieces of who you are, you create a sense of mystery. This lack of information motivates her to stay engaged and to initiate contact because she wants to feed her curiosity. She will keep coming back to learn more about the man who listens so well but reveals so little. Strategy 9. Respecting your most precious resource. Time is your only non-renewable resource, and a high-value man treats it with the utmost respect. If you show a woman that your time is easily wasted, she will lose attraction for you. You must set clear boundaries and schedules. Instead of being available whenever she calls, be a man who has a plan. Tell her, "I have 2 hours to see you today," or "I am busy with my friends on Saturdays." If she is late for a date or disrespectful of your schedule, do not beg for her attention. Simply move on to your next task. When you demonstrate that you won't wait by the sea for better weather, you fit the image of the dream man who knows his own worth. This level of self-respect is one of the most attractive qualities a man can possess. The final master stroke, the step back. Finally, if you find that the relationship is stalling or you are getting stuck in the friend zone, it is time for the knight's move. This means taking a sudden step back. In every relationship, there is a runner and a chaser. If you have been the one chasing, you must stop immediately. By pulling away and suggesting that maybe things aren't working out between us, you trigger her survival instinct. Her brain will instantly switch from being the one who is pursued to being the one who must chase to regain your attention. This step back is a psychological reset that forces her to realize your value before it's too late. It is a bold move, but it is often the only way to push a stagnant situation forward. Apply these 9 strategies with consistency. When you change your internal content and your external